Welcome to the channel. Today we're putting carpet in the 63. It's like a real car now. I can vacuum it and clean it. I can't throw dirty stuff in there anymore. It's crazy.
We're at the movies, huh?
Yep, we're at the movies.
Time for the big interior install, putting the carpet in, because after that there's just a bunch of little pieces of trim, door panels, dash pads, but there's really not a whole lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of work, but not a whole lot of pieces. So I'll start picking at this today. So I think I'll start, I guess, in the back and work my way forward, but it's just like a big puzzle, so I'm not totally sure which piece I'm going to start with. I think I'll start on the sides and just overlap them because they have these lips that cover up the pieces. So I don't know, I'll play with it. I'll see. Maybe this one, this. I'll figure it out. They'll probably need trimmed because I put, a couple extra layers of stuff under here. So, and I might need to trim some of this away to get the edges to fit up, but we'll play with it and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. So I laid all the carpet in the back of the car, and I think I figured out the order that it goes in. So I think I want to start with the piece on the back, and then do this piece in the front here. And there's 3 pieces on the side. I think this one, then the one over the tub, the one over the corner, same on the other side, and then this one, and then this one. So they have these nice, I don't know if this is vinyl, the rolled edge here, so you always want that to cover up the kind of sloppy cut edge. So I think that's how you have to do it, because the nice edge covers this edge here. So I didn't trim anything yet, I just laid it in here. So I think now I want to get that guy situated and then start building the puzzle from there. So we'll see how this fits. And like I said, I have a couple extra layers under here, so I'm not sure how much trimming I'll have to do, but I'm sure there'll be a little bit off the bottom of some of the pieces. And I think these aren't necessarily supposed to fit perfectly tight. I think these kind of roll over the edge, kind of like that. So I don't even think it's supposed to be trimmed super tight. So the back carpet is all put in. There's a couple little areas that I probably need to touch up that I wasn't super happy with how it fit. But overall, I think it looked really good, and it was a little challenging. I don't have a board yet for this, so I just set the carpet on there to finish it off. And I just started laying the front carpets in here. And I pretty much stuck with the order I said I was going to for the back. For the front, I think it goes these sides and then the middle. This side looks like it fits pretty good. I just need to play around with how this fits here, and I have to figure out how I want to cut this out for the seat. I think I'll just cut around this opening and let that flap fall. This side, to get those gas pedal screws to line up, I put them in from the underside. That way I could use those as like a dowel pin to line up the heel pad there. But when I do that, I end up a little short. So I may try and move those holes in there forward a little bit so I can slide this back a little bit, and then I might have to fill that in back there with just like a little 1/8 inch piece or something. But that goes behind the seat, so you won't even see that, but still I'd like it to fit like this side does. So I'll play with that a little bit, and then I'll start gluing. I'm not totally sure how much of this actually gets trimmed off, but I think this needs to sink down a little more. And I'll wait to make the kick panels because I need to do the wiring for the doors. So once I get these ones in, that'll be it for now. And I installed my radio. Well, it's brand spanking new, so this thing's gonna be ready to jam here pretty soon. So all the carpet is in the car, and I think it turned out really good. At first I was a little disappointed with some spots in the back, but it actually looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. This isn't the easiest job, but it actually wasn't that bad for all the stuff I put underneath the carpet. It still laid in pretty nice. I think just the way it's designed, it just is a little bit tedious. But the front turned out good. It was a little hard. I had to kind of stretch and pull things to get everything to line up in the back and to get this side to line up. But overall, it turned out awesome. I just need to do the kick panels, but the wiring comes out of here somewhere for the power windows. I didn't run that yet, so I need to do that. Then I have the fiberboard and the trim for these, so that'll finish up this area nice. And then I need to get the fiberboard for this. This is just laying on top of here for decorative purposes, and to finish it off. Up front, the biggest thing was getting this gas pedal to line up. It wasn't super happy finding its home, so I kind of had to, it had pre-drilled holes in the heel pad, so I moved them back a little bit and trimmed all of my heat stuff except for the X-mat, all that out behind it. That way I could get everything to slide to the side as far as possible. And then I put the hole up here for the dimmer switch, and then I just lined it up, cut a hole, slid that donut in, and I screwed the pedal down, and then I forgot to push the record button when I did that. But I just screwed this down that way, because it's kind of hard to find. I didn't want to have to keep fighting it with glue, so I just screwed that down, and then I glued around it after the fact. So there's actually no glue right under here, but those screws will hold it better than glue would. So after that, that was my anchoring point, and I just worked up and then back. And I didn't even cut these out, which isn't correct, but I have other stuff under here that you might see if I cut it, and it won't fray, and it'll keep the car cleaner and probably help with noise, and it was easier also. So for now, this is the end of carpet until I get wiring done and that board. I'll probably need to trim this back when I get or fold it over when I get the armrest and a console, which is super expensive. It's like $1,500 for a 63 console, so I'll probably hold off on a console for now. I don't know if I gave a close-up of what the entertainment center, that's what this is, entertainment center, what it looks like. But it's looking classy in here. So I think next, seat belts. I want to put the outside seat belts in before I forget where my holes are. And then wiring and sealing windows, outside trim. I don't know what's next. A lot of stuff. So here's my seat belts. I bought these on eBay. Someone was getting rid of them, which I'm really not sure why. They're the correct Irving 5000 ICs, if you can see that. But they're the correct big font. The early ones have a smaller font than that. So everything was re-chromed. They put new belts on them. They put the correct labels on them. They just never used them. The only thing they didn't do was they didn't buff out the aluminum handles. So I'll do that and use this hardware, put them together, shine them up. So I'll probably put the outside belts in because they don't need any assembly, and it's out of the way, and it'll help hold that carpet down. And then I'll work on these fronts later. And also I only have 2 screws for these, so I'll get another pair of those in my next order and get those middle ones in whenever I get. I'm probably going to order a center armrest, and I need to get new panels because these ones are pretty well roached. They didn't look as bad until you held them up against the new carpet, and then they're pretty beat up. So that'll complete this area for now. This was a pretty good marathon putting that carpet in. I think I started at noon and I finished. I took like an hour break for dinner, but I pretty much spent an entire day from like 12, I think it's 11 o'clock now. It's almost probably like 10 hours I spent on this. So long day, and I guess I'll hit it again tomorrow and keep on chugging away. But it's kind of weird because I'm almost out of things to do on this. I don't know what I'm going to do when this is done, because like the whole time I've been going through, there's so much work, it doesn't seem like anything's getting done, but the mechanics of the car are pretty much done. Interior just took a huge leap with carpet, so other than like exterior trim, it's all like decorative stuff after this. Like all the mechanical, the hard stuff is done, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. I guess drive it. But I'll catch you guys later. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Check out the rest of the videos. And I got a lot of work to do, but I guess not a lot of work for a long time. I'm almost out of stuff to do. But I'll catch you guys later.